Welcome to the latest edition of Nintendo TV News. This week, the stars of our show are not your average heroes. They may not look like you and me, but by golly, they're heroes all the same. Who said heroes have to be hulking, muscle-bound fellas with guns? Or space-travelling ladies with special suits? This week, our heroes are little more than balls of goo, and you know what? We just love them. There's just one more week until the release of the fantastic, dreamlike Kirby's Epic Yarn. The reviews are coming in thick and fast, and it looks like Kirby is back and he's better than ever. In order to celebrate the return of the pink one on February the 25th, we've been getting our knit on and learning about loops, threads, and trying to rustle ourselves up a woolen friend. See how we get on in next week's episode. We promise you will be impressed. Okay, sorry I said that. No more knitting puns, I swear. This week, we went along to the posh offices at BAFTA in order to watch the nominations for the BAFTA Game of the Year award, the only BAFTA award that is decided by you, the public. It came as no surprise that Super Mario Galaxy 2 got the nod amongst the best games of 2010. TV presenter and lover of games Michael Underwood was on hand to give us his thoughts on why he thinks it's important for games to get recognition from the likes of BAFTA.
I think it's really good. I think it's incredible actually that BAFTA are supporting video games in the way they do. We're into our third year now. It's getting bigger and bigger every year. And also I think the gaming world is changing. I think it's... You remember when it used to be taboo to be into games? When you're a bit embarrassed about it, especially if you're an adult. It would be a bit like, I don't like my games, because you feel a bit, I love it. I feel so proud now. I think people feel a bit more confident about saying, yeah, we love this and we love that. And also, you know, the consoles that are available, the games that are available, the direction that it's going in. I think it's a very exciting time, and I think the fact BAFTA is supporting video games is brilliant.
You can vote for Super Mario Galaxy 2 at www.baftagameawards.com. Another game also coming out next week is THQ's Splodge 'em Up sequel, De Blob 2. It's the follow-up to the shock hit of 2008, in which you play the incredibly simple yet puzzlingly charismatic Blob. Don't be fooled by his cuteness, this guy is pretty darned handy with a paint palette. He's like a modern-day Vincent van Gogh, but actually a bit more mental. We caught up with THQ's Rick Davis, one of the men responsible for bringing De Blob 2 to the masses. He told us some of the ideas that have gone into creating this new game.
The way the game starts out is you're on De Blob's sort of yachting blimp with your sidekick Pinky, who's new in this game, and Prof and the rest of the crew. And Pinky sort of gets this alert, and it's an alert from Prof saying, hey, Comrade Black's back. They kind of recap the first game where he's sort of blown him up in outer space, and then he of course landed safely on Earth and is sort of risen again, this time under the guise of Papa Blanc. So Papa Blanc is sort of this unknown force that is in the game, and he's hypnotized a lot of the citizens to get them, sort of coerce them into giving up their colors. So you learn of this plot and the chase is on.
So, the idea is, you have to return colour to the grey and monochromatic world of Prima City. Comrade Black is back, this time disguised as the mysterious Papa Blanc, and he's up to his old tricks, rigging elections and such. With a brand new game comes some brand new features, and Rick was keen to tell us what we can expect in the new game.
I think the biggest difference between De Blob 1 and De Blob 2 is just the sheer variety in the game. So last time you were primarily in a city environment. Now they've introduced a whole bunch of environments. So you have tropical biodomes, you have ice levels that actually have ice mechanics and physics. Of course, you're in space, so you're rolling around the outside of globes, painting things. So just from a variety standpoint, environmentally, there's a lot of differences. There's also a whole new set of power-ups. So you're able to sort of speed smash through walls. There's sort of a wrecking ball mode where you can roll up and around walls and sort of defy gravity that way. So really just giving the player sort of more ways to play their way and sort of bring the world back to life in some really creative ways.
Well, that all sounds rather awesome. De Blob 2 is out on the 25th of February for your Wii, and there's also a DS version which is released on the same day. That's all for this week, but come back next Friday for a huge exclusive episode dedicated to everyone's favourite pink ball, Kirby, only in next week's Nintendo TV.